Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, April 17th, 2025. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. Overnight data came from New Zealand. CPI beats the expectations of 0.8% with the actual number of 0.9%, and the same situation is for the quarterly indicator. 2.5% beats 2.6%. Exports from Japan down from 11.4 to 3.9. Trade balance decreases from 590 billion yen to 544 billion yen. And adjusted trade balance is deteriorates significantly to minus 0.23 trillion yen. Data from the Australia unemployment rate 4.1, so it's a little bit higher than the 4% last time. Employment change 15,000 and quarterly business confidence minus 4. During the London session, we got the data from the Eurozone. First from Germany, PPI is scheduled for release at 8 o'clock. At 10:30 we got the Bank of England Credit Conditions Survey. At 1 o'clock we got a overnight borrowing rate and overnight lending rate together with 1 week repo rate data release from Turkey. And the major event for the London session is of course the European Central Bank interest rate decision, together with the deposit facility rate and marginal lending facility and monetary policy statement. All these events will take place at 2:15. The market participants expect the ECB to cut the interest rate from 2.65 to 2.40. Building permits from the US are scheduled for release at 2:30, together with the housing starts and Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index. Initial jobless claims came at 2:30 as well. Virgin Securities purchases from Canada came at 2:30 as well. ECB press conference start at 2:45. Then we got the speech from the ECB President Christine Lagarde at 4:15. Atlanta Fed GDP now is scheduled for release at 4:30. And then at the end of the day, we got US Barker oil rig count and total rig count scheduled for release at 7 o'clock. And at 10:30 we got Fed's balance sheet. So the key event of today, of course, interest rate decision from the ECB. Without any further ado, let's take a look at the charts. The euro-dollar 4-hour time frame chart is showing us the development of the wave 4 during the last push to the upside. As you can see, the wave 5 is still in progress. Now, this wave 4 is right now about to complete. We expect one more push to the upside and then bigger correction. So maybe the ECB interest rate decision might be that trigger that will eventually cause the euro-dollar to move up towards another target. Momentum remains quite positive. However, it's not that strong. If we apply the line of 50, you can see that the market stays above the level of 50. However, this momentum is not strong. The divergence is visible. There is still no the divergence is still not resolved. So there is basically just a sideways trend. There is no correction to the downside just yet. So again, it all says that possibly the ECB interest rate decision might be the trigger for the upside movement and then the correction. There was some data from the New Zealand, so let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar, and you can see that the New Zealand dollar has been moving up like no tomorrow. W or V correction to the upside has resulted with a nice rally. There is this. It's better seen on the daily time frame chart. So now you can see that the situation here is quite interesting. We got, of course, the technical support 5,481. That's the technical support. We got another situation here with the technical support at 5,841, and then the market hits the level of almost 6,000. There's 5,939. This is the key level here. short-term technical resistance and the swing high. Nevertheless, we are still far away from the September 24 high at located at 6,373. Now, if you switch back to the 4-hour time frame chart, you can see that the New Zealand dollar has made this local technical level. There it is, resistance 5,938, and now it's consolidating the recent gains. The movement to the upside is still possible, however, it's not yet confirmed. The market is coming off the extremely overbought conditions back towards the level of 50, so we might see even the test of this area here, and that should not be any kind of a surprise. 5,826, 5,850 is the area. That is the key technical support for the New Zealand to the US dollar. Let's take a look at the Japanese yen, because we got some data from the Japan, and as we expected, we got the breakout from the triangle pattern down towards the level of 141. Apparently, the low was made at 141.63. So right now, the situation is now clear. We got the breakout done, and it looks like the market might want to move a little bit higher. And the reason for that is the bullish engulfing pattern that was made after the breakout. This level is now off, and possibly the bulls might want to test this level here back again, 144.01. So the outlook for the US dollar to the Japanese yen remains slightly bullish in the very short term. However, still the other outlook, the higher time frame outlook, remains obviously bearish. If we take a look at the daily time frame chart, you can clearly see that we are still heading towards the 139.59 level, which is the low from the September 2024. However, on the daily time frame chart, we hit the extremely oversold conditions, so possibly some sort of the short-term pullback might be happening here before we will reverse lower. And let's take a look at the SP 500. This is daily time frame chart. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart. You can see that on the 4-hour time frame chart, we are still below the key level here, the key technical resistance, 5,500 points. The market is being rejected from the 100 periods moving average. And right now we are testing the level of 50 from below on the RSI, so the outlook remains quite bearish, especially if you take a look at the momentum, which is still quite weak, and the bulls, they don't have the power to break above the technical resistance. So it looks like the market might be looking for another low. The yesterday's low was 5,219. So any breakout lower opens the road towards 5,112, the low from the April 10th. And last but not least, the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin doesn't do much because it's still inside of this very, very narrow short-term trading range. Again, 82,985 and $86,097. As you can see, the momentum is hovering around the level of 50. So it's now neither bulls nor bears know what to do next. We are above the trend line, we are above the 100 periods moving average, but there is no decision whether the market should move higher or move lower. So right now we are await for a breakout, decisive breakout on the Bitcoin in the short term, and we will see what we can do with this next. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.